Well, since we're on the topic of experiencing different cultures, that was so delicious. Thank you. Louisiana is where we're going now. This way for my van, all right? Louisiana holds to be the heart of Cajun and Creole flavors in our country. And this morning, we are showing you what makes Lafayette Cajun food and tours the best that the city has to offer.
Both foodies and culinary travelers have picked up on the buzz around Lafayette, Louisiana. It's become the epicenter of Cajun and Creole cuisine, becoming one of the top food destinations in the U.S.
Yes, and here to tell us more about it is Marie Ducote, owner of Cajun Food Tours. Marie, thank you so much for joining us. And can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start your tour group?
Yeah, thank you for having me. What inspired me to start this business was searching for a new passion. I was in education for 23 years prior to starting this, and recognized how passionate I was about our culture, about sharing our culture. And what better way to share our culture than through the food, like you said, becoming more and more well-known throughout not only throughout the country, but throughout the world.
Well, Marie, can you talk about some of those must-try dishes for visitors that are coming? What can they experience? Especially from Atlanta, we have a lot of great Southern food here, but not necessarily Cajun like in your area.
Right. Local Gulf seafood, that's a must. You have to have local Gulf seafood because it's always so fresh and we take it for granted here. Then you also absolutely have to have gumbo, but you need to ask around and make sure that it's a gumbo that tastes like the gumbo out of our kitchens, because gumbo is one of those things we all make. And we all make it the way it's supposed to be, you know, the way our moms made it and the way our grandmothers made it. And for some reason, some restaurants, even some really fabulous restaurants, I don't know, they can mess up gumbo a little bit, you know, like it's just not quite like home gumbo. So ask a local before you just go into any restaurant and ask for the gumbo, you know. So you have to make sure it's the right, or get on my bus, you know. If you get on my bus, I'm going to only take you to the best gumbo. But neither one of those are the number one thing. The number one item that you cannot leave Acadiana without trying is boudin. And boudin, unlike what Google says boudin is a Cajun sausage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's no Cajun anywhere around here who would ever call boudin a sausage, okay? It's something totally different because it's completely cooked. It's a cooked product that goes into a sausage casing. Okay, it is in a sausage casing, which is what confuses Google, I guess. But the reason it's important to know that you're looking for boudin is because you're going to go to a lot of restaurants. You might go into fabulous, I mean, you're going to find great food. It's harder to find a bad meal here in Acadiana than it is to find a great meal, for sure. And you're going to eat some great food and you're going to go to some great restaurants. But there are so many people who come to Acadiana and they leave without ever knowing that you don't go to a restaurant to get the best boudin. You have to go to the source. You have to go to a meat market where they make this fabulous, you know, delicacy, and they're making it the same way they made it, you know, the same way our ancestors made it when they were living on their rural farms over here, you know.
Awesome. Thank you, Marie. Before you go, really quick, just a quick soundbite advice, one piece of advice for someone brand new visiting Lafayette for the first time, perhaps to those foodies.
Ask locals, you know, ask locals where the best boudin is, where the best gumbo is, where the best fried seafood is, or take a Cajun food tour.